Hey Alice, thanks for earlier. We hadn't seen each other in 17 years.
Hi, Jack. What can I do for you? You told me you'd rather marry a younger back then. What does my ex-husband, who betrayed me and eloped with my sister, want from me now? You wanted to know something about her and kept pestering me, so I gave you my number.
Oh yeah, about Mia.
I heard you broke up less than a year after you eloped. But what do you want from her now?
That was just an excuse.
No.
I heard you were seen around town through word of mouth. I was hanging around where you might be living, and sure enough, there you were. Well, you had aged compared to 17 years ago, but the resemblance to the old days was still there. So, I recognized you immediately.
I see you got nothing better to do. What's with the creepy stalking?
I was just trying to tell you how happy I am now.
I beg your pardon?
I'm about to go out with a very young and pretty girl.
Wow. I'm glad to know there still are some girls who likes weirdos.
This girl, Erin, is a college student. She works part-time at a diner called Annie's, near the town square.
Annie's?
It's a famous diner around here, so you must know.
Yeah, I do. Erin from Annie's.
Hey, she's already cute just by her name.
I know the manager there, but Erin's still in high school.
What? But the regular customer told me that the manager's daughter is a college student.
She is his niece. His daughter's been away for college outside of the state since 2 years ago. Also, she was living in a student dorm in high school, so I don't think you guys have ever met.
Oh.
By the way, Erin's dad also works at the diner.
Seriously?
And he's younger than you.
No way.
You know, before you turn into a creepy pedophile, I suggest you stop going there.
Her dad is younger than me?
You should be glad to find out before you make a huge mistake.
Ugh. Hey.
You again? What do you want this time?
I couldn't get to the point yesterday because of an unexpected finding.
And? If you have something to say, just say it. I'm using up my precious lunch break from work to chat with you.
Oh, you're working.
Of course I am.
I knew it.
What's wrong with you?
You're a single hag for life.
How dare you? You're so rude. It's none of your business whether I'm single or married.
Yes, it is. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're not married.
Why so?
Because the guy who told me about you said you seem to be living alone in a studio apartment.
Does that mean you know where I live?
Well, yeah.
What the heck has been going on since yesterday? You lied to me to get my number. It was a failure, but you bragged about dating a younger girl. I thought you just wanted to brag about how happy you were, but you're still pestering me. It's been 17 years since our divorce. What the heck do you want?
Well, I thought I'd end it yesterday too, after all the embarrassment. But this morning, I realized something.
What?
I mean, you're still single. Does that mean you're still hung up on me?
Oh, Jesus. Is it pathetic to still have feelings for someone who betrayed me after 17 years?
Are you sure? Then why are you still working?
Women work regardless of being single or married nowadays.
But you're single, aren't you?
Why are you so judgmental?
You still have feelings for me, right?
Not at all.
Aw.
You're clingy.
I will marry you again.
Excuse me?
We're getting old, you know? You might think it's too early, but I'm thinking about retirement. Doesn't the thought of a lonely old lady living alone frighten you?
Don't assume that I'm still single because I haven't denied it.
You haven't because you're probably ashamed or too proud to tell me. Then the only answer is that you're single.
God, It's as simple as not wanting to tell you anything.
Why not?
What's the point of explaining my current status to a traitor? But since it seems to be even more of a problem if I don't tell you, I'll tell you as much as I can about my 17 years.
Okay.
Well, look at this first. A photo.
What's this? Why are you wearing a gown?
It's my college graduation photo.
Wait, you're a high school grad, just like me.
I enrolled in a college after our divorce. I wanted to study more.
That's kind of lame, isn't it? You went to college after I left you?
What I did after you left me is none of your business. Thanks to that, I found my calling and was able to apply it to my current job. And most importantly, I met my husband.
Oh, come on, you don't have one.
Here's the next one. A photo.
What are these?
Our wedding rings.
No.
The design of these rings is clearly different from the ones we had, so you understand that they were purchased on a different occasion, right?
Are you serious?
Look at this next. Photo. This is my husband and our boy.
No way.
I don't want to give away their identity, so it's the one taken from the side a few years ago. As you can see, I've already remarried, and we have a child. My husband encourages me to work, which is one of the sources of my happiness. And he is very supportive towards me. I have a good relationship with my in-laws too.
You're really married.
Yep, I love my life now.
Then, why do you have a studio apartment? Is it a secret affair pad where you bring different men behind your husband's back? If that's the case, I can take up the part.
You've already become a creepy, delusional old man, you know?
What do you mean?
Listen, don't you know that service apartment?
And?
I happened to be in my hometown for a month or so on a business trip, but my parents' house is long gone. I thought it would be more convenient to stay in a service apartment than in a hotel so I can cook for myself. I decided to stay there after consulting with my work.
A business trip?
Yes, this is the end of the story of my 17 years. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, but...
Conclusion? You have already exited my life story.
Wait.
So long.
Alice, come on.
What?
Just for the duration of your business trip, let me stay with you.
What the heck?
I got no place to live. Let me stay. I will please you at night in return.
That's gross. My business trip ended the day before yesterday, and I'm already back home. There's no one in that room right now.
Oh shoot. You said the trip was for a month.
Right. The month ended 2 days ago.
Oh, seriously?
By the way, I heard you bothered Mia before you came to me. I contacted her to give her a heads up, and she told me you already reached out to her. You thought she was still single too. You told her that the woman you had lived with for over 10 years had left you and that you would get back together with her in exchange for her financial support. Her preteen son stood in between and turned you away, right?
You know that much?
She didn't think you'd come to me. She apologized for not giving me a warning.
Wait, you guys made up. The sisters who were battling it out over me.
It kind of pisses me off to hear you say that, but when you left her less than a year after eloping, she realized a lot of things. She went to our late parents and apologized sincerely. I was already out of their house, so we never saw each other in person. She called me to admit her mistakes and apologized again and again. If you ask me if that patched up our relationship back to normal, it's hard to say yes. We do keep in touch though, for seasonal greetings, weddings, funerals, and stuff.
Seriously?
So that's it. This is the last time for real. Don't get involved with us anymore.
Alice,
I don't have a place to live. I don't care.
Alice!
Goodbye. A few days later, I received a call from Jack's brother. The house of Jack's late parents, which is currently in his brother's name, is far away. He sold all the belongings he had at the time he contacted me, and raised money for transportation to get back there. When he finally arrived, he was in shambles. His brother was disgusted by the creepy details told to him in tears. He immediately asked a company he knew for help, and the next morning, he grabbed Jack by the neck and threw him into the employee housing. Jack, who had no idea what was going on, found a place to live and work. He was told by his brother to refund $30,000 in alimony that he had covered for him 17 years ago. Currently, he's going through vigorous training to toughen up under the guidance of his supervisors. What's going on, Emma? I haven't been able to reach my dad or brother, so I'm contacting you instead. If you know anything, can you let me know?
Hey, Isla, you're back. Did you have fun on your trip?
Never mind my trip. Everything in the house except for my stuff is gone. What happened?
Well, it's just as you see it. We moved out while you were away.
Really? Where on earth did you move to?
I can't tell you.
Why not?
It's a tough, heart-clenching measure to encourage your independence.
Heart-clenching measure?
You're almost 30. Stop relying on your family already. Get a job. Start living on your own money, okay? You better start looking for a job tomorrow and try to survive on your own.
Okay.
By the sound of it, I'm not sure you realize the seriousness yet. You know, it's already been 5 years since your mother passed away. Your father, Sean, and I have no intention of taking care of you at all.
I very well know that, but...
Oh, you sound so confident. Well, it's better than you cling to us. The lease expires in 3 months there. I've already taken care of the termination of the lease, so you'll have to find a place to live and move out in the meantime.
I got it. Then, can I ask you one last thing?
What is it?
I don't work for a company, but I do have a job.
Oh, please.
I've been putting some money in the house, but I don't have to do so anymore, right?
You don't need to try and make yourself look good at this point. Please do as you wish. All 3 of us will be changing our phone numbers and email addresses. You won't be able to contact us.
Sure.
So this is your reaction. Wow. I hope you understand what it means to be cut off from your family from now on. Isla, it's me, Emma.
Oh, it's your new number. It's been a while.
Where are you now?
I've moved since then, and I'm living in an apartment.
Oh no, you've already moved out?
Of course, a 4-bedroom house was too big for one person. By the way, the landlord's son and his wife are going to renovate the house and move in.
That's not good.
Why? Do you want to move back in?
Your father, Sean, and I are in front of it right now. But I don't have the key anymore, and you're not here either. So, you got a job? Is that why you left?
I told you I've been working all this time.
But your father and Sean always complained that you didn't want to work but just stay in your room all day. That's why I suggested we take the plunge and move out. More importantly, it was a good chance to get out of the old house.
Oh, I see. It was indeed an Asian house.
But you know what? There's only one thing that's different now. With the money saved from paying your expenses, we rented a slightly nicer property. And yet, the balance in our savings is going down at an alarming rate, and I'm afraid we won't be able to pay the rent anymore. Something's weird.
Well, of course. I've been putting money into the family savings, so you all have been able to get by.
How can an unemployed person do that?
I work freelance, so...
Freelance?
I mean, my room was my workplace. My dad, Chan, and you didn't want to believe me, but I've been making a good income. When we lived together, I was putting $2,000 a month into the family account.
2,000?
That's what my mom earned before she died, and I took over. Since that money is gone, of course, the balance will decrease faster.
Oh God.
The account history should show you all the money I had deposited, but you didn't notice it all along. By the way, is Sean still working as a temp? Is he really going to work?
Oh well, that's...
I guess he thought he was better than me, so he always looked down at me. My dad spends like a madman and can't save a penny. Your move must cost you a lot too. With my brother's meager income and my dad's social security, I'm sure you'll be in red from now on.
Where do you live now?
I won't tell you. You've cut ties with me, haven't you? Well, so long. My brother and his wife thought they could afford to live comfortably on my father's retirement savings. However, my father's spending habits has always been extravagant, especially after my mother's death. More than half of her life insurance was used to pay off his debts. In such a situation, I was putting in $2,000 a month for them to make ends meet. The punishment I received from my oblivious family was for them to move out without telling me. According to the relative who know the situation, my sister-in-law is constantly fighting with my father and brother, and divorce seems to be just a matter of time. I, on the other hand, took the plunge and changed both my phone number and email, which made me feel so much better. The amount of money I can save has increased, and I'm enjoying my work and life.
I need to punish you when I get home.
What? I'm sorry.
Do you realize what you've done? I always tell you that I'll contact you when I need you. You should never contact me, right? I was talking to the principal about something important at school. Who do you think you are to interrupt me?
I'm sorry. I was just going to ask if you want me to pick you up at the station.
How many times do I have to tell you that I don't need that kind of thing? You're a jerk. Why can't you do what you're told to do? Talking to a stupid person like you makes me crazy.
It was raining really hard, so I was just wondering what time you'd be home. That's all. I didn't call to bother you.
What? Don't make excuses. You always do that.
I'm sorry.
You're grounded. Don't come out of your room until I get back.
What?
You're going to wait for me. You're not allowed to do anything until I get home. You're going to reflect on yourself until I come back and give you a sermon. You got it? I won't forgive you if you come out of your room even for a second.
I need your help. I'm at my limit. Oh, Mia, what's wrong? He's irritated at me every day, and I don't think I can take it anymore. It's really tough. Hey, are you okay? Do you want me to come over? No, don't come here. It's too much trouble if he finds out. If he even finds out that I'm contacting you now, it'll make things worse. I see my brother Steve is acting bad as usual. Did he hit you or anything? No, he hasn't raised his hand, but he's mean as usual. Intimidating words and attitude, right? He always does that. He does without leaving any evidence, right? but I have some of our text from yesterday. He never texted me like that, since the text would be evidence of verbal abuse. He was in an even worse mood than usual yesterday. My goodness, are you okay? Verbal abuse is also a form of violence, you know. It must have been really hard for you. Did he say something bad to you on the text? Yeah, well, first of all, he was already in a bad mood before coming home. He told me to stay in my room until he came back. Gosh, there it is, that kind of harassment. I didn't know when he was coming home, so I just did as I was told. You don't have to do everything he says, you know. You only have to do it right before he comes home, if you really need to do it. Well, he checks every detail to make sure I really did what I was told to do. If I stay in my room, I can't even go to the restroom, right? So he comes home and checks if I'm suffering from not going to the restroom. He makes me go to the restroom in front of him to make sure I never went to the restroom until he came back. What? What's that? That's too much! One time I cheated and he found out. He verbally abused me for about 2 hours. It was so hard I thought I was going to die. Ever since, I thought it was better to do as I was told. That's terrible. Last night, we had hot pot for dinner, and he dumped the pot over my head. Oh my, was that still hot? Were you okay? Did you get burned? Oh, it wasn't hot. It was just about to be reheated. But I had already put in the ingredients, so my whole body was in a sludge. I had to get rid of all the clothes I was wearing at the time. Well, you can't take it anymore, can you? No, I'm at my limit. I wonder what made him so angry. It was just a trivial matter, wasn't it? When he was having an important talk with the principal at school, I accidentally called him, and I made him angry. That's it? You know, I've been thinking a lot about this for a while now. The police and my parents, they're all like, you need to have proof. They're not helping at all. Yeah, I talked to your mom, but she said it's my fault. She didn't really listen to me. You're the only one who takes my side. I'm sorry for contacting you like this, but I'm at my limit. I understand. I'll help you. Let's get together now to make a plan. Okay, as long as I'm back by 5 p.m., I'll be fine. Can you come out to my office? What? Your office?
I'll be late again today, so I don't need dinner.
Understood.
And you, quit sleeping in bed from now on, will you?
What? What do you mean?
I come home tired, right? Seeing your tired face and body annoys me. I can't sleep. I'm sick and tired of thinking, how can this slacker be my wife?
Well, where should I sleep then?
I don't know, in the closet or something, somewhere out of my sight. Or you could lose some weight and get a plastic surgery.
What? Why would you say that?
I've been popular with the ladies lately. I've been getting a lot of compliments from 20-somethings on how I look. And parents at school say, you look great lately. I've been getting a lot of compliments.
Okay.
And this girl in her 20s has a great figure. She's so different from you. After seeing her body, if I saw your shabby body, I'd be so disappointed.
Are you saying that you're cheating on me?
I'm not cheating on you. I'm a teacher at a junior high school. If I did cheat, I'd be fired in a heartbeat. You're too stupid to understand that.
Then what do you mean you saw her body?
None of your business. I gotta go.
Oh, wait. You know, I don't have much money this month.
What? It's just your imagination, right?
No, I'm about 1K short.
Maybe you spent it all.
No, the deposit from you was 1K less.
What? I don't know. Gotta go.
Hi, June. Lately, Steve has been coming home very late, so I feel much better. Oh, Mia, are you alright? Is it finally happening? How are you doing? Our goal is just around the corner. Can you hang in there? Yes, I think it's tolerable now that I know it's almost over. If you feel like your life is in danger, please contact me right away, okay? I'm on your side, Mia. Thank you.
I'll be home early today, so have my dinner ready.
Oh, okay.
And I've got something to do when I get home. Just letting you know.
What? What is it?
I'm not telling you until I get home. It's called a surprise.
What? I'm curious.
I have a present for you.
A present? Why all of a sudden? It's not my birthday. It's not our anniversary.
Well, I want you to change into some costume.
Costume? What costume?
Well, anyway, I'm going home now, so just stay in your room.
What? Why?
Well, I'm in the mood, so just stay in your room. If I told you to stay in your room, you should just do so. You have a problem?
I mean, I don't have to be grounded if I haven't done anything wrong.
Huh? What are you talking about? There's plenty of wrong things you've done. You called me a thief the other day, didn't you? You said 1K is missing or something like that, right? I won't let you say you forgot.
That was because it was really short. I didn't call you a thief.
Huh? You don't go against me. You were just trying to justify yourself by making me the bad guy. Anyway, you're grounded.
What? Why?
You know what happens when you disobey me, don't you?
Why do you want me grounded?
What? Because I want to see your painful face. You know, if I put my hands on you, it's going to be domestic violence, right? That's why I don't touch you.
I think what you're doing is harassment. Even if you don't touch me, you're threatening me and forcing me to do things.
Oh? What are you talking about? I'm just trying to discipline those who did wrong. I'm a teacher. I'm a professional. I'm so frustrated every day by all the excuses people make. But in this day and age, as soon as you lay a hand on someone, it's going to be a big deal.
So it's okay to harass me?
Yeah, because you're mine. A wife is the property of her husband. They don't teach that in school, but it's common sense in this world, an unspoken agreement. Are you in your room yet? We've got plenty of time today.
What are you going to do when you get home?
You scared of me? Do you want to know what I'm going to do? Don't worry, it won't hurt. I'm just gonna change you into some sexy costume.
What?
You're going to change into this costume. How is it harassment if I just make my wife change her clothes?
Huh? Whose costume?
Your costume. I ordered it for you. I think they'll fit you perfectly, but they might be a little small for your shabby little body.
I don't get it.
It's been one of my dreams, you know? It's my favorite thing, you know? My wife and the sexy costume.
What are you saying?
Anyway, stay in your room. I want to see your painful face. Hey Mia, where are you? Where'd you go?
Hi.
Where the hell are you? Why is the house so dark? You didn't run away, did you? I'll never forgive you.
I'm out.
What? Where does a housewife go at this late hour?
I have to run an errand. Did you turn on the light?
I did, but what time are you coming home?
Oh, I'm not going back to that house anymore.
Huh? Are you stupid? A teacher's wife shouldn't be wandering around late at night. What if bad rumors start? If I get fired, you can't take the responsibility, can you?
Look in the envelope on the living room table.
Huh? An envelope? What the hell is this?
Just look inside and you'll see.
What's inside? Huh? What's this?
A list of places and times and photos to prove you were unfaithful. Your cheating partner's parents' home, contact information, and divorce papers.
What? What? These pictures? Hey, when did you take these pictures?
You've been coming home late lately, and it was obvious that you were cheating on me. So it was rather easy to take those pictures.
I'm not cheating on you. I'm a teacher.
Oh, it doesn't matter whether you did or didn't. It's just the fact that someone in your position as a school teacher went to a hotel with a woman and spent a certain amount of time together. That fact is enough for me. If you call yourself a teacher, you should have been more cautious of your actions.
Huh? What do you mean?
The divorce papers are in there, so please sign them now.
Huh? What? Why? Why do I have to do that?
Because I'm divorcing you. Please sign it right now.
Huh? This is not proof. I refuse. Don't tell me what to do. This woman is from my school. I was just having a meeting with a teacher at the school.
That kind of a lie is not good. We already know who she is.
Huh? I refuse to sign. If I get divorced, it'll affect my job.
I'm afraid you don't have a choice. You still don't know what you're up against?
What? What's with your attitude today? I'm going to lock you in your room all night.
I won't be back there, and I won't be seeing you ever again.
I'm not gonna let you decide like that on your own, idiot.
Don't you get it yet, idiot?
Huh? What are you? Who are you? Mia doesn't talk to me like that. You're not Mia, are you?
Nope, I'm someone else. But I'm not telling you who I am right now.
What? Who are you? You... Give me back Mia. You kidnapped Mia, didn't you? I'm calling the police. I'm calling them now.
Go ahead. Call them if you can. Call the cops. You're the one who's gonna get caught.
What? What do you mean? Why are you being so... bossy?
You're over, Steve. I have proof of everything you've done to Mia. Enough evidence to turn you into the police.
Huh? Proof of what? What are you talking about?
I have proof of you harassing her on text. Also, there are cameras in 5 different places in your house. They recorded your harassment for the past month.
You put cameras in someone's house without permission? You're a criminal. You've been trespassing and even taking spy photos.
What? Mia was the one who put the cameras in her own house. It was hard to find evidence, but...
What? No way.
The best one was the video that was taken on the day you forced Mia to change into a sexy costume. Thank you very much. You said and did some very kinky things. It was so disgusting. It made me shudder watching it. I feel like there's no hope for the future when a junior high school teacher is such a disgusting person.
What?
I think it's a fatal error. A junior high school teacher forcing his wife to wear a sexy costume and...
No, that's...
To protect Mia's honor, I'm not going to make this video public. Or maybe I should.
No, that's... Please don't do that.
I won't do that, for now. But if you don't sign the divorce papers right now, I'll put the video on the internet.
No, you can't do that. Mia's face will be on there.
I'll make sure it's doctored so she won't be identified. But I'll make sure your face is on there. I'm sure you'll be identified right away and you'll be called by the principal.
Okay, I'll sign the papers right away. Wait.
Did you really sign it? Take a picture and send it to me.
Yes, I signed it and sent the picture. Check it out. Did you see it? You saw it, right? So delete the video.
Okay, then you have 1 hour to turn it in. They're accepting applications at night.
Huh? Now? No way.
Ready, set, go.
Wait.
It's about time, sir.
I filed the papers.
Huh? Please quit lying.
What? I'm not lying. I brought it to the clerk's office of the county courthouse.
I'm watching you. How did you submit it to the office when you haven't left your house even a single step?
What? Where are you? Are you around here?
Just go submit it. Or I'll release the video.
Okay. Wait a minute. I mean, am I really getting a divorce? I apologize. I'll quit harassing Mia. I'll become a whole new person. Please, I love her.
I'm sorry. I can't stand it. You've been harassing me every day. It's been hard on me. I don't like you anymore. I hate you. I don't want to see your face anymore. I don't even want to hear your voice anymore.
Oh, Mia. It's Mia, isn't it? I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I was probably a bit carried away. I didn't mean it. I was just kidding.
Kidding? How can you get away with that? I was dying every day and you thought it was a joke. I can't. I really can't do this anymore. I'm sorry.
Huh? Even if I apologize to you this much?
Yes, I can't. I'm sorry.
Huh? Who do you think you are? Don't go against your husband, you brainless idiot wife.
See? He snapped again. You can't be a whole new person, you jerk.
Huh? You again? Who are you?
Come on, go submit it. The divorce papers. Otherwise, I'm going to file a police report with the evidence. If you file the divorce papers, I won't go to the police now. Just go submit it.
Okay, wait a minute. I filed it. You happy?
Oh, thank God. Now we can move forward.
What the hell? Who the hell are you?
You want to know? I'm June, your little sister. Actually, I don't want to call you my brother anymore.
Huh? June? Why you?
I don't know.
Huh? What?
By the way, Mia's lawyer will be in touch with you about the division of property and stuff. Also, Mia will give you everything she had left behind in that house. And I'll send you a bill for alimony to be paid to Mia. Also, about the workplace and parents' home address of the other woman.
You're going to demand compensation from the woman? I'd rather you didn't. I don't want to bother her, you know? I apologize. I can't explain this kind of thing. Give me a break.
Don't worry about Julia. I'll explain to her everything, so don't worry.
No, please don't do that.
Last but not least, I'm going to tell you the story behind the story. That woman is a professional couple buster. Her job is to have an affair and make a couple get divorced.
What?
Julia does such a great job as a professional. I'll let her know you filed for divorce. Take care, bro. Oops, I made a mistake. You're not my brother. You're just Steve.
What? Wait. A professional couple buster. What do you mean? Hey man, I need an explanation. What do you mean by professional anyway? She was serious about me, wasn't she? Hey, don't ignore my text. Don't block me. Hey, wait, June. Please help your brother.
After that, the school found out the fact that Steve had purchased sexy costumes and forced his wife to wear it. As a result, they also found out that he had been charged with domestic violence against me. The school's decision was to dismiss him. In order to pay the alimony, he became a teacher at a harsh cram school. And as for me, I'm freed from my ex-husband, and so I decided to work. I helped June's company, Anything Goes, with various requests. And actually, June is a staff member at Anything Goes, specializing in breakups.
Hi, Matt. Do you have a minute now? Oh, hello. Yeah, I have time. I was just relaxing at home. Is something wrong? I was wondering if I could talk to you about something. I have a favor to ask. A favor? You have a wedding next month, right? And I don't want you to come. What? I don't want you to come. You, Matt. What? Is this some kind of joke? What are you going to do if I'm not at the wedding next month? I'm the groom. How can a groom miss his own wedding? I'm not joking. I'm really asking. What? Are you seriously asking me to not attend? Me, the groom? My own wedding? Yes, I'm sorry. No, come on. Why? Why should I not go to my own wedding? And it's in a month. Tell me, what's going on? I know. Where do I start? First of all, yesterday, I found out my daughter is pregnant. What? Monica is? She said she wasn't feeling well, so I took her to the doctor. They said she's in her 3rd month of pregnancy. But Monica said, you're not the father. What? The father of the baby is a boy named Eddie. He's been a family friend for a long time. In other words, he's Monica's childhood friend. My daughter is pregnant with her childhood friend's baby. What do you mean? Are you saying Monica was having an affair with her childhood friend? Don't say it like that. They were going together in middle school. Before high school, he moved away for some reasons with his parents. He and Monica drifted apart. Eddie moved back here about 6 months ago, and that's when they started seeing each other again. Started dating? Even though she's engaged? Yes. Anyway, a lot happened and she got pregnant. Monica says she wants to get married to Eddie. He's Monica's first love, her first boyfriend, the father of her child. I just want her to be happy. He's the father of my first grandchild, so I really want her to get married to him. Isn't it romantic to get married with your first love? So, Matt, will you stay away from the wedding? I have no idea what you're talking about. What do you mean? Because she's having a baby with her childhood friend, she's breaking off the engagement and marrying him? No, that's not it. She's still marrying you. What? The wedding ceremony will be with Eddie, but she's not breaking off the engagement. She's getting married to you. What? Why? Actually, Eddie just quit his job recently. I don't know what his parents do now, but the financial situation doesn't look good. I'm sure the wedding will be nice, but I don't think he will make a good spouse. I don't get what you mean. Oh yes, and then there's another thing. Monica wants to raise the child with Eddie, both during the pregnancy and after the birth. She said she wants to live in a new house with Eddie. What? The new house? You don't mean the one we're planning to move into at the end of the month? Me and Monica's new house? That's right. Monica, Eddie, the baby, they want to live there together as a family of 3. So you will have to continue to live in the apartment you're in now. If that's not possible, You can move to another apartment or condo. Hold on. Wait a minute. Not only will you take away my wedding, but also my new house? I'm paying for the wedding in the new place. I even took out a loan. Don't just keep talking about money. Matt, you work for a good company and earn a lot of money. Think of it as a congratulatory gift for my daughter. Huh? Congratulatory gift? For the wedding, the pregnancy, and the birth. Anyway, that's why. For my daughter, her baby, and her father, let them have the wedding and the new house. I'll let you register the marriage. Just hold on a damn minute. Do you know what you're saying? Of course I do. There's nothing difficult about it, is it? Of course, you'll be the legal husband. And of course, you're going to pay for my daughter's living expenses. You'll also take care of all the child support for the child she gave birth to. You're going to be our son-in-law. As the husband, you're going to support my daughter and grandchildren. Really? What are you saying? Are you okay? I'm really worried. Are you really serious? Am I saying something funny? No, I'm sorry. Please give me some time to think about it. I'll talk it over with Monica. We have a lot to take care of. Is that so? We don't have much time before the wedding, so please hurry. Monica, I talked to your mother. Is it true that you're pregnant and the father is a childhood friend? You're getting married to him? Is it true? Oh, you heard from Mom? That's right. I'm going to the next wedding meeting with Eddie. You don't have to come, Matt. I can't wait to see Eddie in his tuxedo. Monica, don't you think it's funny that you said that? What? You have a fiancé and you're getting married to your childhood friend, living together because he's the father of your child? You don't think it's strange at all? What? Are you jealous? Did you want to get married with me too? Then let's do it again after the baby's born. No, it's not about jealousy or anything like that. You have a fiancé and you're with another man. I'm just saying it's crazy. I didn't know you were that into weddings. I thought the bride was the star of the show, not the guy. But to be honest, Eddie is better looking. I think he'd be more Instagrammable as the groom. That's why I want Eddie as the groom. Listen, that's not what I'm talking about. You're engaged to someone else. You're having an affair with another guy and you're pregnant. And then steal away the wedding and the new house? I'm just saying it's not right. I didn't plan to get pregnant, but it can't be helped. I mean, we haven't even registered yet, so it's up to me who I go out with. What's your problem? What? Once we register the marriage, you will be the husband, so it's fine. Even about Eddie and I living in the new house, it's for the baby that's going to be born, right? It's better to be with your real dad. All you have to do is support me as a second dad. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with you? Oh, speaking of getting married, Dad said, when we get officially married, he wants you to help out more with our business. Huh? Matt, after work or on your days off, you know how you help my family's business? If you get married to me, you'll be a part of my family. He said you can take care of our business more. He said he's thinking of expanding sales channels, so do a good job. Wait a minute. What do you mean you can take care of our business more? Your father said you're short-handed and he needed my help. I'm helping him out on my days off for the love of my fiancé. I'm already working the same as a full-time employee. And all without pay. If I work any more than this, it will ruin my real job. But I heard another person quit and it's been hard. We're a family. We're supposed to help each other out. I can't expand your sales channels. I made a lot of improvements in efficiency by creating manuals and setting up macros. But even now, we're barely keeping up with the number of people we have. If you want me to do any more work for you, you have to pay me a regular salary or it's not worth it. Are you trying to take money from my family? Oh, so you are that difficult. You're so bitter. What's with that? Then why don't you help him? I can't help you for free anymore. I can't. I don't know anything about my father's work. I'm pregnant now. You're a man. It's normal for you to work hard. I'll do my best with housework and childcare too. Don't be so narrow-minded and do your best, okay? For me, the baby, and Eddie, heart. Narrow-minded? Oh, that's it. I don't know. I can't talk about it anymore. I don't care anymore. Do whatever you want. I'll do whatever I want too. Yeah? Well, I'm glad you're on board. Oh, I'll introduce you to Eddie sometime. No, that's okay. I'll sort things out for now. Just leave me alone for a week. Matt, come on. Answer the phone. What do you think you're doing? Oh, hi. Is something wrong? What do you mean, is something wrong? Monica said she couldn't reach you, so I called. Oh, yeah, Monica. Monica doesn't seem to understand English. I'm blocking her for now. What are you doing at a time like this? Monica and Eddie went to the wedding venue for a meeting today. They were told that the wedding was cancelled. The cancellation fee has been paid and all the formalities are already done. I don't understand. What the hell is going on? Oh, that? I cancelled it. What? You cancelled it? Why would you do that? Because I wasn't going to be there. Is there a problem? Is there... It's Monica and Eddie's wedding, not mine. I have no obligation to pay for someone else's wedding. It's my money, so there's no problem, right? My wedding and my money. Don't talk like it's all yours. It would have been Monica's wedding too. But I paid for the entire ceremony once, didn't I? After the ceremony, I'll calculate it with the congratulatory money and pay back half of it. Then, it is still completely my money at this stage, isn't it? That's true. But I can't believe you suddenly canceled without saying anything. Monica had been looking forward to it for a long time. This is terrible. I've been looking forward to it for a long time too, until you asked me to not come. Anyway, I won't let someone else's wedding be held with my money. If you want to have a wedding, Monica and the other guy can pay for it. You can start planning from scratch again. It's such a waste. We've been preparing for it for a long time. What a waste of time. By the way, is the wedding the only thing you wanted to talk about? Anything else? What else? What other things? There are many other things, aren't there? Like the fact that I sold the new house. What? You sold your new house? Yes. Luckily, I sold it with a mortgage. I have a friend who works for a real estate company. He said it was new and in a good location, so he got a buyer right away. What? Why? That's where Monica and my grandchildren were supposed to live. Because I wasn't going to live there. The land and buildings were in my name too, so I sold them. I don't need a house I'm not going to live in. You're so selfish. What are you thinking? Speaking of selfishness, I'm helping your husband's company. I'm quitting from today. I erased everything I made. What? Manuals, things I made to improve efficiency. I've erased all the paper and data. From tomorrow, you'll be working as you were before I came on. What? Why did you do that? Why did you do that? I'm an outsider. I created it on my own. I'm free to erase it or throw it away. You'll get in trouble. You can't even do your daily work. You can't even talk about expanding our sales channels. Wow! I'm just the daughter's fiancé, and I'm supposed to help with something that will interfere with my daily work. That amount of work without pay, it's absolutely ridiculous. Put it back the way it was right away. If we can't operate, everyone's going to be in trouble. I don't wanna. I mean, who is everyone? The employees? I don't think anyone will be in trouble. They're planning to quit tomorrow. Huh? Quit? To be honest, your company's policy is horrible. There are only a few of us, so each of us has a lot of work. And it's hard work. Overtime until late at night is common, and we don't get paid for it. On top of that, the wages are low. You make outsiders like me work without pay. There are many other things that are against the Labor Standards Act, aren't there? That's why I told the employees. I told them how much people get paid at other companies in the same industry for the amount of work they do now. I told them about my main job and the salary. I also introduced them to companies I know. I gave them my personal card and told them that my company was also looking for new employees. Everyone was very pleased. They're going to submit their resignations tomorrow. All of them. What? Come on. They're going to use their paid vacations until the day they quit. No one will come. What are we going to do without them? What are we going to do without people? What are you going to do about this? What am I going to do? It's not up to me. I think the Labor Department will decide. I've reported everything that happened earlier to the Labor Bureau. What? Labor Bureau? I took evidence of illegal long working hours and unpaid overtime, and I went to the Labor Standards Inspection Office. I'm sure there will be an investigation soon. What the hell did you do? If the Labor Standards Inspection Bureau investigates, it will really ruin our company. Oh, you were aware of that, weren't you? You knew you were doing something you shouldn't have done. And what would our neighbors and relatives say? What would I say to my sisters-in-law if the company that has been in business since our great-grandfather's time goes under? What excuse would I give to my sisters-in-law and others? Don't worry. You don't need to worry. What? I've already explained the situation to all the relatives, mine and yours too. What? Since the wedding was cancelled, I've been making the rounds to those who were planning to attend. I've explained the situation in detail. I also handed out printed copies of the messages from you and Monica. Everyone was very kind and listened to me. Oh no! They were very sympathetic thanks to the explanation I gave them. They said it was natural for me to break off our marriage engagement. What? You're breaking off the engagement? You mean you're calling off the marriage? Of course! I can't get married after all this. It's a good thing we didn't enter the registry yet. Oh, about compensation for breaking off the engagement? I'm sure you'll be contacted by my lawyer at a later date. You'll have to go through my lawyer for all future correspondence. Wait a minute. You think you can get away with this? Monica is carrying a baby, and you're going to ruin our company like this. Don't you care what happens to me, Monica, or my grandchildren? I don't care if your whole family is ruined. Insane people like you. What? Cheating on your fiancé and getting pregnant? Monica wants to get married and live in a new house with her lover, and you people who condone it and try to treat me like a slave, I hope you all go to hell. I didn't mean to treat you like slaves. If I'm not a slave, then what? You would take away the wedding ceremony and the new house that I paid for. You'll get me registered, but I have to pay for the living expenses as the husband. It's my wife's child, and I'm supposed to pay child support even though it's someone else's child. I've been working for free, and now you want me to do more? How much do I have to be disrespected by you? No, you misunderstood me. I didn't mean it like that. You're taking it too personally. Too personally? You're saying you didn't do anything wrong? So you're okay with me doing the same thing? Suppose I had an ex-girlfriend from childhood. She's pregnant. So I get married with her and move in with her in a new house. Monica pays for the ceremony and the new house. Monica is the one who registers the marriage, so she's paying for living expenses and child support. I make her help with my family's business for free. If I told Monica to do that, you'd forgive me? That's what it would be like if it were the other way around. That's because men and women are different. I don't know what to tell you. Well, I'm sure you'll be hearing from my lawyer in the near future. Please don't contact me directly again. Wait, I'm sorry. Let's talk. I think there's a misunderstanding between us. You can talk to my lawyer. Also, I did some research and found out that Eddie has a wife and kids. He has 3 kids. What? Are you serious? Well, I guess that's that then. Goodbye. After that, I immediately blocked all contacts on Monica's side. My boss introduced me to a lawyer who acted as a barrier. A few days later, we had a meeting. Monica and her mother made excuses like, "We were spoiled because he was going to be the husband." Monica's father added fuel to the fire by saying, "We've reported you to the labor department too, so we're even." Eddie only apologized to his wife, whom I had called. He was making my parents so mad at him. I had my lawyer beat them up thoroughly. Monica for $11,000 in compensation, including the wedding cancellation fee. Eddie paid compensation to me and his wife and divorced her. Eddie cried and clung to me, but I hit him with a restraining order and cut him off. After that, Monica's father's company was investigated by the Labor Standards Bureau and sued by former employees for non-payment of overtime wages, so the company went bankrupt. When he asked for help from his relatives, he was completely rejected. He gave up his parents' house and land and now holds up in a shabby apartment. Monica hasn't been able to get in touch with Eddie since the meeting. She cries all the time because she doesn't know what to do with the child. She sends me letters through my lawyer asking me to do something about it. But I tear them up and ignore them, thinking that she deserves what she gets. I just wish she would get on with her life and not prey on others. I sometimes felt a little depressed at my own lack of discernment, but my parents, friends, and colleagues comforted me. I'm back to the same life as before. I've put all those horrible people behind me. I'm going to try my best to improve myself so that I can meet a more wonderful person.
I have a favor to ask you, Amy. You'll do me a favor, won't you?
What is it, Katie? You haven't contacted me in a while, and all of a sudden you're asking me for a favor? There's something very suspicious about that.
Don't tell me I'm suspicious. I feel bad that I haven't contacted you in a long time, but it's important.
I'll just listen what you have to say then. Well, it all depends on what you want me to do. So, what is it?
Actually, me and Mark are getting a divorce.
What? Divorce?
That's right, but that's not the point. My husband and I both agreed to divorce. The problem is the custody of Brian. My husband says he won't give up custody.
Custody of Brian? Well, I guess so.
So, what am I asking you to do is? I really want to get a custody. I need your help.
Well, that's impossible.
What? Why? Why did you answer so quickly? You should think it over a little more. I'll be sure that I'll thank you. Please ask Mark to say that he should leave Brian to me. All you have to do is convince him. Isn't it easy? Why is it impossible?
No, I'm not talking about how easy it is. If I simply think about Brian, I don't think we should leave Brian to you. No matter how much money you give me, I can't do anything bad to his future.
Why? What's wrong with me? On what basis can you say that I'm a bad influence to him?
First of all, Katie, you haven't been taking care of your child at all. How many years do you think I've been taking care of Brian? You've been leaving him with us since he was in kindergarten, right? I've been taking care of your child at home because you said you're busy with work. Basically, you leave Brian to us and just transfer the money every month. You don't stop by on weekends or holidays, no WhatsApp or call him. Even today, you contacted me for the first time in a few months, but you suddenly asked me to help with you for custody of Brian? And can't you even ask how's Brian at least? I can't say anything too irresponsible about entrusting Brian to someone like that.
Hey, I was just a little panicking. Anyway, my husband is the same one who's neglecting Brian.
Mark is working alone in another state, but he comes to our house every holiday. He brings souvenirs, feels sorry, and plays with Brian until the last minute. And yet, you, who's supposed to be a 10 minutes drive away, I haven't seen you for the past few months, right? Even if you're busy with work, you're not living too far away, right? And you haven't called or WhatsApp. Isn't the proof that you don't care about Brian?
Shut up. I've given you money, so it should be good enough. I'm insanely busy, more than my husband.
Then I think it's even better than Mark has custody. Anyway, if you are so busy and can't even show up for such holidays, summer vacations, and New Year's, how are you gonna raise Brian by yourself? From what I've heard, you don't get along with your family that your younger brother took over. But can you rely on them? Your parents live far away. Are you gonna look for work there?
What? There's no way I'm going back to my parents' house. If I go back to the house, my brother and his wife will make fun of me. That would be humiliating. Why can't you take care of Brian at your house like before?
What?
I'll be single and make more money than ever. So I don't have time to take care of Brian. It's not like that the lifestyle is gonna change or anything. So why can't you just do me a favor? What's the problem?
Can't you see that there's only problems? Were you claiming custody with the intention of relying on your family from the beginning?
Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna be a single mother. Don't you think you wanna help out a little? Don't tell me you're gonna throw me out with Brian. You're the one who doesn't care about Brian.
No, that's not right. Come on, think about it. Let's say I can do you a favor for the sake of Brian and continue to take care of him. My children love Brian like he's their brother, but if you divorce my brother, you and I will be completely strangers, right? In terms of a relationship, you'll be my brother's ex-wife, right? Isn't it strange that you're relying on my family? If that's the case, my brother should get custody of the child, and it'd be more understandable if my family and your parents support him. Leaving the child in the care of your ex-husband's sister's couple forever doesn't sound right at all. Am I saying something strange to you?
In other words, you're never gonna give me custody of the child, no matter what I say. So, are you trying to take the mother away from the child? How can you say such a terrible thing? You don't have a human heart, do you?
I'm telling you, it's not realistic and it's impossible. Brian is a good kid, so it's fine to take care of him. But if my brother loses custody of him, I won't be his aunt anymore, and then I'll be just a stranger. If I'm not a relative to Brian, when he needs to go to hospital, he'll have a trouble, right? So, it's an impossible story in reality. Why don't you just give up custody and ask for free visitation or something?
I'm telling you, I don't want to do that. Just give me a helping hand with anything you can. Why can't you understand what I'm saying? It's no different than before. I'm gonna be in real trouble if I can't get custody of Brian. If I don't, the alimony and child support won't offset each other.
What? Offsetting alimony? Does that mean you pay the alimony? If you're gonna pay the alimony, that means you're the one to be blamed, right? If it's an amicable divorce, you don't need to pay alimony. And it's just gonna be division of properties, right? Let me ask you, what's the cause of the divorce?
That's none of your business. It's an invasion of privacy. I just want you to make sure the custody goes to me. I don't have to tell a person who's so rude like you. You're not trying to threaten me with that, are you?
I'm not threatening you. I just want to make sure. Even if it's only temporary, I'm still the guardian of Brian now. It's like my testimony will determine the custody of Brian, right? If that's the case, I have to make sure I know what I'm doing. Not knowing what you have actually going through, I can't just hand over custody to the guilty party. Brian's life may be decided by my choice, so I can't make a decision so easily.
You're persistent and always nitpicking. You really piss me off. You know what? I'll tell you the truth. I want to divorce Mark and get back together with my ex-boyfriend. If I get custody, the alimony will be offset by child support. So I really want to get custody. And after we remarried, I want to spend some time alone with him. That's why I want you to take care of Brian at your place. Preferably until he graduates from junior high school and is able to work. What do you think? Are you satisfied now?
Wow, there's much more trashy reasons than I thought. You're talking as if Brian is some kind of tool. Oh, actually, you want to get custody because of the money anyway. So, he's definitely a convenient tool for you. Even if it's your own child, do you realize that's the worst thing you could say as a mother? Or even as a human being?
Which part is the worst? I am Brian's mother. What I do with Brian is my business. You just cooperate with me anyhow. If I succeed, I'll pay you what you deserve. All you have to do is give a little testimony. You'll get paid for it. That's not a bad deal.
You're too selfish, Katie. Are your benefits more important than your child happiness? You're really horrible, and I despise you. I have screenshots of all your previous WhatsApp, so I'll send them to my brother now.
Hey, no! Don't do anything selfish. I won't forgive you if you send it. You'd better delete the screenshots too. If you do that, I'll sue you for kidnapping Brian.
It's okay. I'll fight back. We have pictures to prove that Brian has been staying at our home for a long time. And the bank statement with only $200 deposited every month from you. I have many other things to fight back with. Also, I have a friend, a lawyer, so you won't stand a chance. Even a screenshot copy of this conversation will be evidence.
What the hell? All you do is get in my way. I just want custody. Why are you being so insistent? You're not the one who gave birth to Brian. So why do you keep getting in my way?
I just want to protect Brian's future. If I give custody to you, who only thinks about yourself, we never know what kind of abuse you might take. Do you think you want to shut the mouth of yours who only gave birth? To be honest with you, I feel disgusted to listen to your horrible words any longer.
Wait, I'm sorry. I was out of line. My bad. You don't need to help me out, so please don't send any screenshots to Mark.
It's too late to apologize now. Until the very end, you didn't show any signs of caring about Brian. You're a very selfish, helpless, disgusting human being. I despise you with all my heart. I'll discuss the rest with Mark and my husband. Please, do not take any contact with our home and Brian. If you take Brian away without permission, I'll call the police.
Wait, I'll be really in trouble. Please wait. Hey, listen to me.
It's time for kids to go to bed. If you'll excuse me. After that, Katie went to court to fight for custody of Brian, but she lost miserably. She had to pay alimony and was only allowed to see Brian 2 or 3 times a month. Still, she didn't give up and came to my house many times and tried to take Brian away. But after defending ourselves and calling the police each time, she stopped showing up, and we succeeded in fighting her off. As a result of discussions with my husband, my brother, and her parents, we decided to take good care of Brian in our home like before. Brian is growing up to be a smart boy, unlike his mother.
Karen, thanks for your help. I'm glad the hotel I'm staying in on the business trip is quite nice. 2 nights here, very luxurious.
Thanks again for your work today. Is the room that nice? That's great. Although it's a business trip, it's good to have a room where you can relax.
Yes, it's a really nice room. It's got a small kitchen and I can cook a little. It's more like a trip than a business trip.
Oh, lucky you. I wish I could have gone on a business trip with you.
I'll take you on the next trip. I'll do my best for the next 2 nights and 3 days. I can't eat your food for 3 days. I'll miss it.
I'll make your favorite food when you get back. Even if it's just for 2 nights and 3 days, you have to take care of yourself and eat a well-balanced meal. Also, be careful with accidents and injuries, and take care on the way there and back. Wish you luck.
I know. You also don't catch a cold or something. And be careful with accidents.
Okay, I know.
Well, I'm going out to eat now.
Enjoy.
I finally made it out of the house. I'll unlock my room so you can come in. By the way, the stupid wife doesn't even realize it yet. And she's still telling me to take care of myself, eat, don't get hurt, and so on. She's either my mother or an old hag. She's so annoying. I can't even look at her as a woman anymore. I want to be able to ignore the bitches I saw. And I want to flirt with you. Anyway, come to my room soon. Let's have a lot of fun today. I love you.
What?
What? Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. Never mind, forget it.
Forget it? Don't say something impossible. What is this? What does it mean? Explain it to me. Is it me, the stupid wife? Who are you going to send it to?
No, it was that. It's a prank thing. I just sent it by mistake. Never mind.
So, I know you made a mistake, but who are you trying to send it to? Right after you finished your WhatsApp with me, you called me a stupid, an old hack. You can't see me as a woman? Who are you talking such bad mouth to? It's not someone from work or friend, is it?
No, just friends from school. We're just fooling around a bit. Let's forget about it for now, alright?
And then, you wrote something like flirting and I love you. It's totally a girl, isn't it? Robert, you're cheating on me, right?
What? Why? I'm not cheating on you. What are you talking about? Why are you saying such outrageous things? It's just a prank, and I told you not to worry about it. I'm sorry I said bad things about you. I'm so sorry.
No matter whatever you look at it, it's definitely a message that you sent to a girl, huh? You said caring about my eye or flirting, or even use the heart symbol. No matter how you look at it, it's cheating. If you still think you can get away with it, you're too stupid.
It's not an excuse. It's a misunderstanding. I've always been only you, Karen. I have a great wife like you. I would never cheat on you.
If you insist, can I search your room? If you say you're not cheating, then it's fine, right? I won't find anything suspicious, right?
Well, I'm sorry. I'm actually dating someone.
I knew it. I mean, isn't it a mistake to say I have a girlfriend instead of flirting partner? Don't use the word girlfriend or something creepy like that. It's not okay for a married man to have a girlfriend. Are you still trying to get away with it?
No, I mean, I'm really sorry.
So, who is this woman? How long have you been going on?
Well, I met her at a party my coworker invited me to. We started this kind of relationship only 2 months ago. Before that, we had a very casual relationship.
A coworker invited you to a drinking party, which was a blind date. So, you went on a blind date without telling me. You are married, but you went on a blind date. That was out of the question at the point. And it didn't matter until then if you had a green relationship or not. The fact that you're having an affair now is what matters. Don't try to cover it up now. It's a shame on you.
Sorry, but I really love you the most. I'm just playing around with her.
You were calling me my stupid wife or old lady, weren't you? You've been saying bad things about me, and you two must have laughed about it. And then you say you love me the most? That's funny. Or are you trying to tell me that I'm easy and that I would forgive you if you tell me that you love me?
No, that's not what I meant. I'm sorry I talked behind your back. I didn't think you'd be that mad at me. It was just lighthearted. I'm really sorry. But it's like complaining about your marriage amongst your peers. That's normal, right?
Is it normal to talk about your wife with the person you cheated on? That's not normal. I've never heard that before. You've been saying you're sorry for a while now. Are you sorry? Or are you just saying?
Sorry. I'm really sorry. I really won't do it again. Neither the cheating nor talking bad about you. But if you forgive me, I want to have her as my second wife.
Huh? What are you suddenly saying?
Like a concubine. Of course. I'll put you first and take care of you the best. Just split my love equally between you and her. She's good at housework, and I think she'll be a great help to you. If we have children, we can help each other. If you don't like a concubine, just think of her as your housekeeper.
Are you crazy? Concubine? What era are you from? You want to keep 2 women. You're useless. Only dreaming. And it's gross.
What? I can handle that. That's something you shouldn't be saying the most to a man, you know. You just shattered my pride. I won't forgive you. Divorce.
What? You won't forgive me? That's my line. Do you understand you hurt my pride too?
Men and women are different. I've been modest and you get carried away. I'm getting a divorce. I'm leaving you and marrying her. I don't want a woman like you.
What are you talking about? Fine. I don't want a cheating husband either. If we're both saying we're getting divorced, I'm glad that makes it much easier. You'll pay me whatever you need to and get a divorce, alright?
I'll at least pay you. It's a small price to pay to get a divorce from you.
Oh, you said it. Don't tell you later that it was a lie. I won't go easy on you. So, be prepared.
Karen, I'm sorry about everything. I'm so sorry and regret it deeply. Please forgive me.
Suddenly you're whining. What happened? It hasn't even been a week since the divorce was finalized.
I proposed marriage to her after I divorced you. She said we can't get married. She said we can go out, but she can't get married. Bullshit. I've been serious about her for a long time.
That's right. No woman would marry a man she knew would cheat on her. And then you go around bad-mouthing your wife. She can see herself being on the receiving end once she has married. She was just a little bit smarter than you.
And the company found out about the affair. I invited her to a hotel on the business trip, and I paid for meals as company's expenses. I dropped the hotel with her in the company's car during work. I borrowed a little money from the company to buy her present. I don't know how it got out, but it all got out. I was doing everything to make sure it won't get out. But how did it get out? I'm about to be fired. I'm gonna be sued for compensation. It's over. My life is over.
You've done so many things. There's a drive recorder in the company car. I'm sure they found a lot of evidence.
In my line of work, there are a lot of connections. Word of my affair has already spread to other companies in my industry. It's hard for me to get a new job at another company. Even if I went to another company, I'd have to give up my career. The salary will be too low, and I won't be able to make a living. And if I have to pay a compensation, I'm really screwed.
Oh my god, you poor thing. Well, I reported it to the company.
Huh? That's you. Why would you do that?
Because I wanted proof of the affair. I went to your company and asked if there was any proof I can get. Oh, sorry. Correction, ex-company. We ended up divorcing without much use of it.
What the hell did you do to me? Do you have any idea what you've done? If I'm unemployed, I can't even pay the alimony in installments. Is that okay with you? That's not good, right?
I don't mind at all. I got quite a bit of from property division. I'm not bothered if you don't pay me for alimony either. And I'm also a professional and earn a lot of money. Unlike you, I'm not a worthless person. I can live my own salary.
Hey Karen, please, let's get married again. If my company knows that you forgive me, I'll probably avoid being fired. I'll get down on my knees or whatever. Please.
You suddenly became so weak when you found out you were gonna be unemployed. Where's the bullish attitude you had until the other day? I mean, you said you couldn't see me as a woman anymore, right?
I'm really sorry about that. I regret it. I didn't realize it until after I lost you, who I really love. I was deceived by a bad woman. I was so blinded. I didn't realize how beautiful you really were. Please come back to me again. I won't cheat on you again.
Normal people don't cheat on their wives not even once, let alone twice. I can't trust you betrayed me once, and I won't. There's no way we'll start over or remarry, so don't ever contact me again.
Oh no. Hey, please. I'm begging you for the rest of my life. If I don't do this, I'll be kicked out of the company dormitory and have no place to live. There aren't many places that will rent me a place if I'm unemployed. I'll be homeless. Can you at least let me stay home until I find another job? Please.
Absolutely not. I don't care what happens to you anymore. If you keep sending me annoying WhatsApp, I'll block you.
Oh no. Karen, please, I'm sorry.
I'm blocking you because you're annoying me. I'm going to lunch with a friend. Bye.
Wait, Karen!
After that, Robert tried to contact me somehow, ambushing me, sending me letters and things, and other unwanted behavior. But because I immediately consulted the police, he was giving a stern warning and became quiet. Robert was fired from his job and kicked out of his company housing. Since he was unemployed, there was no place to rent, and he became a refugee from the internet cafe. At this rate, he may soon be homeless.
Hey Nora, what's up with the lunch? Are you messing with me?
I made it just for you. I made it with fruit salad and other things to balance it out. How is it I'm messing with you?
You know I don't like vegetables, right?
Yes, but I looked for a recipe that even a child who hates vegetables could eat, and I made it for you. I put particular effort into the seasoning and so on.
I don't care about seasoning. If you know I don't like vegetables, you're messing with me.
But if there's only meat, it's not balanced, right?
That's right, but I wanted fried chicken. But all that was in there was grilled chicken breast. Where's the fried chicken? This lunch is torture.
Torture? You're exaggerating. I made you fried chicken yesterday.
You just baked it in the oven, didn't you? That's not fried food. What I want is real fried chicken.
Oh my, you're a picky eater. On top of that, you've been gaining weight lately, haven't you? You've even had a lot of health issues. You keep wanting to eat fried food, but if you eat anything you want, you'll get sick.
Shut up. Instead of moderating your diet for your health, eat whatever you want as much as you want. If it kills you, so be it. Life is short and fulfilling. That's what I believe.
But I want you to live a long and healthy life.
There's no point in living a long life eating food that don't taste good. That's why I'm throwing away today's lunch.
Oh no, what a waste of food. Prices have gone up recently, and the cost of food is getting higher.
It's your fault for buying vegetables that I hate. If you're gonna talk about food costs, you should only buy my favorite foods. If you're my wife, you're supposed to make lunches that your husband will be happy to eat.
But when you say your favorite food, it's all meat and mac and cheese.
Macaroni and cheese? I love it. I'll make some today.
Stop it. You had it for dinner last night too. You didn't touch any of the side dishes at dinner. Just the mashed potatoes and gravy.
That's because you only cook food that don't taste good. I'm so unlucky to have horrible cook for a wife. You can't even cook a satisfactory meal. And yet, you're always harping on about my health.
I used to cook a lot before we got married. Nobody has seemed to mind up to now.
That's because they're just being considerate. But I'm your husband. It's my duty to guide my wife. From now on, I want you to cook according to my instructions.
I don't want to cook food that's too rich or too unhealthy.
Don't defy your husband. Who do you owe your livelihood to? I'm the one who earns the money to buy the food, aren't I? Don't get smart with me. You waste food with your terrible cooking.
You're the one wasting food. Besides, I'm working too.
Your job is low paying with no responsibilities compared to mine.
So that's what you think, is it?
It's true. I'll tell you what I want you to do starting with dinner tonight. So make sure it's done exactly the way I want it. Do you understand? You must do exactly as I told you. Nora, do you have any idea what you've done?
I'd like to ask you the same thing. Nate, what have you been doing? You left yesterday and never came back. Where have you been? Are you at work now?
It's none of your business where I go. What's more, what was for dinner?
What do you mean? I did my best to give you what you wanted.
Not even close. I didn't ask for the kind of meal. You horrible cook.
What? I made a steak, just as you specified in your recipe. What was the problem with that?
You know what? How long have you been with me?
What? About 5 years?
How many times have you had dinner with me in those 5 years? You haven't noticed anything. You have seen how I eat, right?
How you what? You mean not very good table manners? I've always thought it's impolite to talk while eating, or holding a fork like that.
Wrong. Don't belittle me. Did you see how much sauce I pour on my steak?
Yes, a lot. You were really angry when I mentioned it to you before.
Yeah, I was. It's just not quite enough for my taste.
You put ketchup and sauce all over your fast food too.
If you know them, you should seasoning it like that. It was just as if there was no flavor at all. I don't know how you can call the food.
It was seasoned well. I tasted it. I'm sure of it. Besides, if you put that much sauce on it, you'd be consuming too much salt.
It takes a lot of sauce to get a flavor the way I like it.
Every time you measure it, your blood pressure gets higher. It's time to start cutting back.
Don't be silly. It doesn't matter if you live a long life with thin taste buds.
You have to live with lifestyle-related diseases for the rest of your life. It costs a lot of money for medical care. You talk about a short and fulfilling life, but there's no guarantee that one day it'll end abruptly.
Don't make me say it over and over again. You're a messed up wife, but don't you dare talk back to me. Anyway, you need to get us sauces, ketchup, and mayonnaise right now. I want you to make sure we have plenty of it.
Huh?
Oh, and no low sodium, half calorie crap.
I don't use those products with additives, but I want people to taste the flavor of the food. If you chew it well, it tastes good without a strong seasoning. That way, you can get a satisfaction from a little bit of food.
You're talking back to me again. Do you know the situation you're in right now?
I'm your wife, your spouse.
A wife's job is to satisfy her husband. Listen, I'll go ahead and come home today. In return, as I said before, you'll get plenty of condiments. You'll also prepare the dishes I specify. You'll also double the seasoning.
If you make it this strong...
If I'm not satisfied, I'll really divorce you.
Fine. Nate, let's talk. Come home.
No way. I'm divorcing you.
Come on.
Didn't I tell you before that if I'm not satisfied, we'll have a divorce? If you can't feed me, you're not a wife. You say my body and health are important. I'm fine right now.
It's just that you don't have any symptoms yet. You know, your health check results are all in the red, right? If you keep on like this, you're not gonna get better.
My grandfather and my father ate whatever they wanted, just like me. My grandfather lived until 80, and my father is still healthy.
Both your grandfather and your father went to the hospital regularly, right?
Of course, as you get older, you're gonna get a little wear and tear. It doesn't matter what you eat. If that's the case, it's 100 times better to eat whatever you want while you're still alive. Anyway, I'm sick of your cooking.
Sick of it? But you hardly ever eat it.
I hate it when you talk back to me like that. I'm going to be free to eat whatever I want now.
Wait, that's really not enough for you to live on. I'll try harder to cook food that you can eat.
You say that, and you're gonna put in vegetables and put less seasonings, aren't you? I'm not voting for that anymore.
I'm saying that because I'm thinking of your health.
Not necessary. You're messing with me. It's like you don't really know the situation that you're in. I already got the divorce papers. Fill them out when you get home.
That's so cruel.
Hey Nora, how are you? Are you still living health-conscious food?
Nate, long time no see. How are you?
I'm fine. No complaints when you can eat whatever you want. Everyone at work says I look great. I guess your screwy cooking was hard on me. I'm glad you let me go.
Yeah, I hope you're well.
The best thing for your health is to eat what you want and live a stress-free life.
You're probably right.
Right. You should be honest with yourself too. Don't force yourself to be so health-conscious.
I'm not like I'm forcing myself. I like vegetables.
Jeez, you've been so stubborn again. Well, if you get jealous of my eating habits, you can call me. Your property fried chicken isn't bad.
I don't envy you. I'm afraid of you.
Don't be so stubborn. Then you call me when you miss me. I don't mind if it's steak.
No thanks.
Nora, how are you?
Hey Nate, I'm still here as usual. What do you want?
I've been feeling a little under the weather lately.
Oh, really? Are you busy with work?
No matter how much sleep I get, I feel heavy and tired. My legs ache all of a sudden. It doesn't feel like a cold. It's just weird.
That's terrible. If it continues, maybe you should go to the doctor. I'm sure your unhealthy diet is paying off.
Hey, why don't you come live with me again?
Huh?
It's just that I've become so incapacitated that it's just hard to move, and the appreciation for you really sank in.
You want me to take care of you?
I mean, you could help me get up a little bit, like take me to and from the station. Even though we divorced, you were my wife once, right? Isn't it a wife's job to support her husband?
I don't want to. No way. Besides, we aren't married anymore.
Don't be so stubborn. You need money, don't you?
I have enough to live on my own.
Your job is a simple job with no responsibilities.
I have responsibilities. I make hospital food, according to the physical requirements of each patient.
What?
That's because I'm a hospital dietitian. You always seem to underestimate my work, so it's no wonder you don't remember.
No. I didn't mean to condescend to you. I think you're doing a great job. That's why you care about my food.
I think I would have cared, even if I weren't in the profession.
You woke me up when I had to work. I can't get up by myself, and on top of that, I'm feeling sluggish. I'm late and missing work more and more, and the company is not happy. Let's get married again, and you can wake me up every morning like you used to.
I decline.
Nora, I'm sorry. Will you try again with me?
I decline.
Please, come on.
I'm not a doctor. I can't fix your problems now. You should go to a doctor instead of depend on me, really.
Doctors aren't my thing. Nora, I need help.
Huh? What in the world?
I went to the hospital because I suddenly felt pain all over my body.
It's been a month since I told you to go, but...
It was hard for me to find the courage to go. Anyway, the doctor was really pissed at me.
Well, I can imagine.
I was told I have severe diabetes, high blood pressure, cirrhosis, gout, and hyperlipidemia.
A parade of lifestyle-related diseases.
I was told that I should be hospitalized for health management right away.
That's right. Well, work hard on your diet, because sometimes your numbers will settle down.
Hey, you're the dietitian at the hospital, right? Would you cook for me? You're my wife. You're gonna have to support me. Because, you see, I'm really sorry.
I don't want to.
Huh? You told me before. You said you'd make me a recipe that I could eat. And the other day, it was all over the internet. They said that you're the creator of recipes that even people with dietary restrictions love.
That was when I still had feelings for you as a wife. No matter how much effort I put into the recipe, I was always told that there were vegetables in it, that it was just baked, or that the flavor was too weak. I got tired of being told that the taste was bland and you getting angry at me. It was also sad to have a lot of sauce and ketchup poured on the dishes I had researched and made. Even my packed lunches got thrown away. I've had enough.
I won't complain anymore, please. I want to eat the kind of food I read about on the internet.
I refuse. If you've been told you need to be admitted to the hospital for controlled care, then grow up and get the treatments you need.
Then I'll go to the hospital where you work.
You know, my current workplace is not my former hospital.
Huh?
They moved me to another affiliated hospital in another state.
Where is it?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Please, cook for me. I want to eat your food.
You don't have to be so obsessed with me. All hospital food looks healthy and delicious these days. I'm not the dietitian there, but they're always the one.
It has to be you.
I heard you've gained even more weight since the divorce.
Huh?
One of your colleagues is a friend of mine from school. He says you've gained even more weight since the divorce, and you don't seem to care about hygiene anymore.
I was so busy with work that I didn't have time to shower. When we were married, you even cleaned the bathroom so I could take one. That's what I can't do without you, please. I understood that after the divorce. You're all I had. Please, start over with me again.
Even though you've been calling me a terrible cook at work.
I'm sorry. I wanted to maintain my dignity at work too. That's what it takes to be a capable man. If you're my wife, you'd understand. But I won't anymore. I won't throw away your lunches and I won't complain about your cooking.
It's stupid. I won't make up with you or cook for you anymore.
You don't care if I die?
Your grandfather lived until 80. Your father is still healthy, right?
That's true, but...
Then it's okay, isn't it?
No. My father actually wasn't as healthy as I thought he was.
I heard he's on the verge of going blind from diabetes. His liver is also failing.
If you know that much, you can understand why I'm so frantic, right?
If you don't want to end up like your father, you need to get your lifestyle back on track.
I don't want to be hospitalized. I'll lose my freedom.
That's the price you pay. Even if you can't get back on your feet, you'd still like to live a short, fulfilling life, wouldn't you? That's great. Congratulations. Well then, I'm going to block you because I don't want you to bother me anymore.
Please, don't abandon me.
Nate was forcefully hospitalized. His condition worsened considerably, and he was told that the treatment would take a long time. So, he decided to take a leave. However, the prospect of his return to work is hopeless, and it seems that he will be forced to resign. My coworker said I was lucky to get rid of the filthy, useless guy. Being featured online as a hottest nutritionist, I am now publishing a recipe book. I hope I can help people who are struggling with dietary restrictions.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.